Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day and hi everyone. Welcome to Focus Conversation. This live webinar is proudly brought to you by PPDKT Terengganu with support of Malaysian Open Alumni and Edufication.my. Before we begin, we the organizer would like to take this opportunity to offer our deepest condolences to the family of Professor Dr. Ganekumaran Subramaniam for the passing of this former president of Malaysian English Language Teaching Association, MELTA, and a leading figure in Malaysia's English language teaching landscape. While waiting for our presenters to start their sharing session, I would hope that the attendees can introduce yourself in the live chat session. Let us know who you are and where you come from. Okay. To begin with, I am Cikgu Hazwan bin Hamdan from SABK Medi Kampung Gajah Perak, and I'll be your moderator throughout this session. Each presenter will be given 20 to 30 minutes of sharing session. During each session, if you have any question, you may post them at the comment section. I also would like to inform all of the attendees here that SPL KPM link and e-certificate link will be shared at the end of this webinar. So stay tuned and worry not, teachers, your attendance will be recorded. So we have a few over here. So we have a few from, for example, we have Vina from, we have Cikgu Fauzima from Kuala Terengganu, we have Morgan Devi from Kluang Johor, we have Stella from SMK Bandaraya, Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. Nice. We have also Cikgu Nolin from SMK Section 7, Shah Alam Selangor. Hello and hi everybody. So worry not. So we'll begin in this first episode of Focus Conversation, everyone. We have three teachers who are very much interested and filled with enthusiasm to share some new input with all of you here. So first of all, we have teacher Alya binti Zulkifli from SMK Bukit, Sawa, Marang, Terengganu. Next, we have teacher Najihah binti Talha from SMK Binjai, Kemaman. And also our third presenter is teacher Afiqah binti Awang from SK Pasir Puteh, Marang, Terengganu. So we have all these great teachers from Terengganu will be with us today. So without further ado, let's welcome our first presenter for today. Okay. So we have teacher Alya with us today. So hello and hi, teacher Alya.
Hi. Hello.
Okay, good. So before we let teacher Alya kick off the session for today, just want to let you know that teacher Alya will be sharing with us the challenges that both students and teachers face in integrating technology in ELT, English Language Teaching. So without further ado, please welcome teacher Alya.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Cikgu Hazwan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me clearly. Can you hear me? All right. Okay. So today I'll be talking about challenges integrating technology in ELT. Okay. And it might sound a little bit, the topic itself.
I'm sorry, teacher Alya, the voice is a bit breaking, if not mistaken. Okay, continue first. Yeah, continue first.
Because I can hear echo too. All right.
Continue first.
Sorry. So I was saying this topic itself sounds a little bit, what do I say? It's bringing a bit of negative connotations to technology in the classroom itself. But I think it is important for us all to address this issue as once we all know the challenges, once we know the challenges, then only we can find solutions to it, how to utilize technology in our classroom, okay, or in our lesson. Yes, I put there challenges integrating technology in ELT, but I think this is relevant to not just English, but also other subjects, okay? I'll start. So when we talk about technology, can you show the next slide, admin? I'm quite sure many of us have this in mind. Say technologies, you have like and everything so fancy, so advanced, look so sophisticated to navigate, okay? And that makes us so scared when we mention bringing in technology in the classroom, okay? Next. And the word tech itself, you know, it's sophisticated, it's complex, that many teachers feel a bit intimidated when we want to talk about it, when we want to have it in the class, right? So that's why today I want to bring all of us to understand what is technology, and what are the challenges, and how can we do about it so that we can use it with our students, in our lesson, okay? So let's take a look at a few stuff that I've prepared you. Okay, next. All right. Okay, look here, Android pen. I mean, having Android pen, not everyone have Android pen, okay? Like having Android pen means you have to know how to use tablet, you have to know how to use it. And it's a bit fancy, it's a bit, like it's not like normal pen. Some of you might feel comfortable using it, but I'm quite sure like many of us, even me, like looking at Android pen itself, we feel like, oh, this is something new. This is something that I have to learn. All right. Okay. Can I show you next? Okay. Next. Or tablet pad, for example, also something new. Okay. Next. Okay. This is another technology that we are all using now. This is what I think most of us do when we mark our students' essay. This is my students' essay. So this is the easiest way for me and the cheapest way, I think, just to use WhatsApp or Telegram photo editor, just to mark our students' work. But then I think like many teachers, even me, like using it for the first time, we have to find out how to use the pen and how to highlight it and how to zoom it. Not every teacher finds it comfortable using this, okay? So the idea of using this technology is very intimidating. So I want to show you to the next slide. This is what we always use, and we forgot the fact that pen and paper is also technology that was developed like 1,000 years ago, that we are so comfortable using it and we cannot even leave it. Okay, we feel handicapped not having this around, but this is actually a technology. All right, I'll show you a few more examples. Okay, next. Or electronic dictionary. Okay. To have this is quite a luxury. I think this would cost about like 200 or 300 or 150 ringgit. But having this in class, then you get to find words. So it is a technology that is bringing into class. And then next. Okay, but now we have this dictionary app. Okay, dictionary app that we can just download and it's free. We can find words, we can find synonyms to it. Okay, next. Okay, all right. And we are so comfortable of using the book of dictionary because we are so used to it. And this is also technology. We might not be comfortable asking our students to find the meaning of the words from Google, because some of them don't even know how to use it. They end up finding from Google Translate, okay? So sometimes if they don't know how to use it, it becomes a bit messy, okay? So I just want to highlight that this is also technology, okay? Book of Dictionary. Okay, next, I'll show you another example. Okay, this is online quizzes, all right? I'm quite sure like there are among us who who like, you know, heard this for the first time. Okay, and then I have a friend who like about my age, and then when I introduced this to her, you know, she was like, how to use it? And then is it hard? Is it okay? The way she accepts it is very positive, but then she asked for every steps, because sometimes we feel it's so hard to explore on our own. We don't find it, we are not confident to go it ourselves, just because it's online. There's so many things to do, okay? But then, next, if you see here, we use this in the class all the time. We type it out, we print it out, and then we distribute to students. So we use quiz handout all the time. This is also technology, okay? Next. All right. This is another example that I think teachers, you should, like we all need to know. Canva, okay? So Canva, we use it for photo or video presentation, where we can ask our students to prepare, or we can even prepare our stuff in there and then show to students. But then when you mention Canva, the word is not something that we are familiar with, right? So we feel like, oh, there's so many things we need to learn. How to edit, how to delete, how to add more words, how to add more flowers. It's not as simple as like cutting it and then pasting it, okay? Let me show you next slide, okay? This is the one that we always practice in class. We give flip chart paper to our students or mahjong paper, and then we ask them to find pictures or write something in there, and then present it in front. So the idea is the same. It's two different tools or two different technique or methods, but the idea is still the same. It's still about presenting something, okay? So this is also a technology that we take for granted. Okay, next. We have online whiteboard, teachers. So we can use this whiteboard in our online class, or even if our classroom don't have whiteboard, we can find online whiteboard in Google or in any apps. Okay, this one, looking at the word itself, online itself makes us feel like maybe not today. Maybe I will use it some other time because I'm not used to it. I'll just tell my students instead of writing on it. Okay, but then, okay, next. We cannot live with classroom whiteboard. No, we feel we can get mad if we go into class and the class is not equipped with a classroom whiteboard. We feel like shouldn't be the way, because we cannot live without it, right? Like having a whiteboard is a must. So we are very comfortable with using classroom whiteboard, but then when it comes to online whiteboard, we want to back off and we don't feel like using it, okay? Just because it's something new, okay? All right, let me show you a few more. I think there's one last more. Next, a Padlet. Okay, this is also like, different word use for something that you are very familiar with. Okay, a Padlet is where you can find, where you can paste a video, photos, and then voice recording, and then you can do discussion over there, and then other people can comment, like, and then you get to do all your lessons in this Padlet. And Padlet is actually the idea of having a notice board. Next, notice. Yeah, it's a notice board. It's something that we always use in class. All right. Yes, teacher Naku Abdullah, Padlet is love, Padlet is life. Yes, I know like there are many teachers who love using it because you know how to navigate, you know how to edit, you know how to do it. Yes. Okay. Parking lot is yeah, you have parking lot in notice board maybe, all right. Okay, but then all of those okay, what I'm trying to say is those come from the same idea. Okay, it's just that they have been developed over time and they have become a bit more fancy than the one that we used to have. All right. So next, okay. When some people say to me, no, all teachers believe in using technology, I think this is not relevant anymore because to be fair, like all of us have been using technology in classroom, like it or not. We use notice board, we use blackboard, we use whiteboard. Okay, we use marker, we use dictionary. All those are technology. Okay. It's a technology that was in the past and it's not really up to date now, but it's still a technology. You already have the concept, you already have the idea of the technology itself. Okay, so now we have to go back a little bit and then we have to understand what is technology itself. Okay, so let's redefine technology. Okay, next. Once we redefine technology, once we understand technology and why is it important, then we will go to challenges and then only we get to understand, okay, how to solve these challenges, how to go about these challenges. All right, so technology is, okay, next. Okay, technology means that students of today have access to information. I'm sorry, but what happened? Okay, all right. So I'll come back to here. Okay, so this is what technology means. Technology means that students of today have access to information that students of the past simply did not have. All right, I can compare during my mother's time and my students' times now, okay? All right, not saying that my mom is old, okay? Hi, mom, she's watching right now, okay? But we can just compare, we can see clearly, okay? During my mom's time or my father's time, right? If they need to find information or extra information for homework or for something, they have to go to library or they have to find it from the books, okay? Or ask people around them or get information within only their perimeters, okay? They cannot find it more than that. But then now our students have all information just by going through their mobile phone. So, and it only takes like a few seconds for them to get information, let's say from Russia. They don't have to wait for months to get info from that. So that's what technology really means. I'm not saying that the past technology is no longer technology. It is still a technology, but then it is not really up to date, okay? And it's not wrong for us to use it, okay? And I'm not saying that it's wrong for us not to use latest technology in the class, okay? We'll go about it later. All right, so this brings to another issue, okay? Next slide, please. All right, okay, wait. So we need to understand that technology always changing, it speeds up, it never slows down, and it's evolving. So if we find it intimidating, if we think that it is not important, then we will always be left behind. All right, and I think that's why it is important for us to understand and to address this issue. All right, next, please. Okay, I like Puan Zil Fadila Zakaria. Hi, Puan Zil. So she was asking, is there any suggestions to get teachers past the fear that technology is daunting and something beyond their reach? This is so common among us. I cannot say it's an age issue. It's not, because some of young teachers also, we are not comfortable of using it. The only way we have it is just to always open ourselves to it, and then to always talk about it, and then to make it as though it's in our life already. So like it or not, we have to bring it. All right. Okay, I cannot comment so much on that. I have to go back to my slide. Okay, but then that is very interesting thing that we need to ponder. Okay, so this brings to another issue. So issue like which should we integrate the LT in class shouldn't be our focus any longer, because we are using technology somehow. Okay, but then the question now is, how far do we need to take responsibility to introduce technology in our classroom or in our lesson? Why do I say so? Because at the end of the day, our students will go back to home, will go back to their house, will go back home, and then they'll go back to their mobile phone. And they'll start using their phone to contact their friends, to contact the people from outside. And their behavior and how they act online relies on how we educate them. So that's where our responsibility lies. So it is very wrong for us to ignore this technology, because I think it is something that we need to highlight, because we keep having viral issues that we don't really like to hear. Why is it happening? I think it's all because it comes back to education. Do we educate our students enough? Do we provide them the right platform, a suitable platform for them to know how to behave online? So yes, we do have challenges. We will face challenges when we use technology, when we utilize technology in the classroom. That is something that we cannot run from. Okay. So next, the real challenges, I put it into these two points, in these two factors. One of it is attitude and mindset. All right. Another one is facilities. These are the things that like teachers worldwide, or teachers from all over Malaysia have been talking about. Okay. All right. So can we see the next slide? Okay. Under attitude and mindset, key point. Okay. I will introduce 4 other points that will talk about it. Okay. Next, can I show you the first one? Okay. So when it comes to attitude and mindset, we need to know that it is not easy for us to introduce something new to people. And it is also not easy for people to accept something new, because introduced technology is not always preferred. This is what, you know. Why? Because some people say, okay, some teachers think that it does not add anything extra. Or like we simply think, why do I need to use this thing, this new software or this new application, just to introduce idea that I can do it like just like how I do it normally. So they find it like there's nothing special to it. Okay, and then they also find it more challenging to learn the technology, because it takes more time. Okay, and they require time for them to digest, not just teachers, but also for the students. Okay, but then yes, like teacher Sam said, it's never too late to learn something new, which is true, which is so true. Okay, when it comes to this, when it comes to new technology, there's so many software, there's so many things out there, new thing out there. We don't need to stick to one. We can always find something that we are comfortable with. All right, and we can always use it if we think that tool is very meaningful for our students. We cannot just use it for the sake of pleasing people, you know, just to make everyone think that we are on the right path or we are up to date. It's not the idea. That's not the idea. The idea is we use technology to help us to make our lesson even more efficient and even more meaningful. That's why we need to introduce technology. That's why we need to utilize technology in our classroom or in our lesson. Okay, next. Okay, when it comes to using technology, like using tablets or using computer, using anything online, we always think that students will easily get distracted. Okay, like for example now, okay, we don't know, like during online class, we don't know if the students are with us like all the time. They might be scrolling the Instagram or texting their friends or gossiping about us in other group that we were not in it. Okay, so and we also know that our students nowadays, they are described as digital rebels. Okay, they are too succumbed to virtual games. They are cyber wanderers. They know online games out there that we don't know. We know PUBG, we know Mobile Legends. I'm quite sure there are many more. Okay, many more out there. All right, and then these things distract them. All right, and if we are not there to educate them, if we are not there to tell them how to use it or how or is it proper to use it when you're in class, they will take it lightly. So it is teachers' role to always remind students. Yes, students get distracted. We might not know it. Okay, we might not know. Okay, let's say for online class, right? We might not know if they are there, if they are following our class or not. But then we can always tell them something. We can always give them advice out of nowhere. We don't need to wait them to do something to give them such advice. We can always remind them, keep reminding. That is our task. That is our role. That's why we are teachers. Okay. The fact that they disappear. Okay, online class, for example. Okay, I think this would happen in online class. At 8 a.m., you say good morning, and then they will reply, good morning, teacher, good morning, teacher. And the next thing when you send a task, no one will reply. That happens. Okay, so it's okay. Take our time. Now is the hard time for everyone, but do not make this demotivate us from using technology, and do not make this an excuse to blame technology. Okay, somehow we have to live with it. All right, next. Okay. All right, I have 5 more minutes left. Okay, all right, okay. And this one, teachers need more professional development, okay? We know like so many teachers are not really into technology, but then we have so many sources out there. For example, if you want to learn about Telegram itself, okay, Telegram, for example, you just YouTube, and then there will be like 1,000 speakers talking about the same thing, the same software. All right. So and if you cannot find it online, you can always find from people around you. Okay. So this issue shouldn't be shouldn't really be highlighted, because I think we always have room to improve ourselves. Okay, I think I'll go a bit fast. Okay, next. Okay, teachers need to protect students. Okay, when it comes to technology, we know that we are risking our students. Okay, how's their behavior online, all right? Their privacy, their legal risk, their safety. Okay, for example, asking them to write an essay and then send it to us, okay, through email, for example. They can just take essay from somewhere and then send it to us. Okay, so it is our role to teach them about plagiarism, and it's not right. It's a crime to steal someone's work. So somehow it's students need to be protected, but it is teachers' role to always educate students that this can be done, that these students can be trained not to do all those things. They, of course, we will have such things, okay? But then we can do something about it, all right? Okay, next. Okay, facilities. Okay, when I talk about facilities, I'll just go through, okay? Differing device capabilities and instructions. Okay, these talks about different gadgets, okay, next, can you click the next slide? Okay, different gadget works differently, all right? And then it requires different instruction or multiple instruction. For example, iPhone user, you might download differently, and then Android user is different. Okay, so it requires teacher to give multiple instructions. Okay, it requires teacher to really understand. Okay, and then because of this, sometimes many teacher feels intimidated to use it or to use it again next time. All right. So it's one of the challenges. Okay, next. I'm so sorry if I go a bit fast. Okay, and then we have to admit that technology can affect lesson time and flow. Why? Because negotiations and discussions will somehow reduce lesson time. Students won't understand. Okay, imagine having like 38 students in a class and then they don't understand how to do it. 20 of them ask us how to do it. So we have to take time to explain how to use the technology, not the content yet, okay? So that reduce lesson time, okay? And some of them might pretend that devices don't work. It's not working. They don't even try how to fix. They don't even try to fix it. All right. So that also can disrupt learning. Okay. And also preparing lesson and digital tech itself, it's time consuming. Okay. Next. This one is a global issue, not global. I think many, not everyone has internet access and gadgets at home. Okay, stuff like this can be catered through, like, teachers can always use other kind of technology. You can always print out materials. You are also using other technology, like, giving them handouts and everything. Okay, but when it comes to in the classroom, like always, if we want them to go back and then do it at home, okay, let's say if not all students have it, then we might have it, we might assign them in groups. Okay, then those who don't have maybe can share with those who have. All right, that is one way. But I'm quite sure, like, you teachers out there, you have like a lot more suggestions how to go about it. Okay, okay, next. Okay, this is the last. This is the last one. All right, this is one of the challenges. Is also comes from a lack of adequate ICT support, infrastructure, or time itself. Okay, sometimes we have computer labs at school, but we don't have computer in it. Okay, we have computer in it. We have so many computers, but we don't even have softwares in it. All right, we don't have relevant softwares, or the computers cannot even be used. It's all broken. Like only one or two can be used. So because of the infrastructures, okay. And then sometimes time allocated to incorporate new technologies is one of the major challenges for teachers. Okay, we don't have time to use it, to utilize it. All right. And then another one is digital literacy. It's how much our students used to using these new tools. All right. So those are all challenges. And then if you notice, I did address how, like, that is a general solution to each of the challenges. Each of the, all right, okay. And then next, my last slide. Sorry, Hazwan. Okay. The last slide is, okay. To wrap up, no single technological solution that applies for every teacher, every course, or every view of teaching. Okay, but it comes from us, our willingness. Are we willing to accept new things? Do we want to use it? Okay, but consider this: if we refuse to use it, then we will always be left behind. And we will always risk our students. And these are the people who will go out there and then lead us. And these are the people who will, contribute something. So it's something for us to ponder. All right. I hope it's beneficial. I hope I get to change our mindset on utilizing technology in the classroom. So yeah, that's about it, Cikgu Hazwan.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Alya, for the wonderful insights on integrating technology in ELT. So before we bring you the next presenter, I just want to inform you about a little bit background of Teacher Alya. So Teacher Alya is currently teaching at SMK Bukit Sawa. She has been teaching since 2015, and she graduated from University of Warwick in BED TESOL. And she's very much interested with educational psychology as well as integrating technology in language classroom. So let's give a big round of applause to Teacher Alya, and let's continue to our next presenter, Teacher Najihah. Okay, so next we have Teacher Najihah in the house. Okay, so we have Teacher Najihah in the house. Okay, so Teacher Najihah is from SMK Binjai, if I'm not mistaken, is it correct? Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, Binjai Kemaman, Terengganu. So with 12 years of experience in teaching, she also has completed a master's degree in TESOL in UiTM Shah Alam. Before that, she completed a bachelor's degree in TESOL at Victoria University of Wellington, New Zealand. So am I correct? Or I pronounce it a bit weirdly? Correct?
Very good.
Okay, good. So without further ado, let's continue with Teacher Alya. So as the air is now filled with enthusiasm, I can see that all of you are very excited to know what's going to happen next. We'll call our next presenter, Teacher Alya. So Padlet, I'm sure that many teachers know what Padlet is. Yeah. So I'm sure that many of you know what Padlet is. So Teacher Najihah will take the stage, take the floor, and share with us some ways Padlet is being used in the classroom, as well as promoting creativity and innovation in the classroom. So without further ado, please welcome Teacher Najihah.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Cikgu Hazwan. All right. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening, everyone. So inshallah today I'll be sharing with you about one of educational technology, which is Padlet. All right. And I think it is vital for me to share this with all of you because it is not only useful during this COVID-19 pandemic, whereby students doing online learning, but we can also use Padlet or any other educational technology to provide extra practice for our students, especially when things back normal again. All right. So the title of my slot today is Let's Be Creative with Padlet. Okay, so this is an overview of my presentation today. Okay, firstly, I will introduce Padlet to you. Okay, and then after that, I will share with you how I have incorporated Padlet in my teaching and learning. Okay, let's move on to part 1, Introduction to Padlet. Okay, what is Padlet? Okay, Padlet is a web app that lets users post sticky notes on a digital wall to give information for any topic. Okay, so the background is the digital wall. Okay, so this one, the posts are the sticky notes. All right, so you get the idea? Okay, and then Padlet lets those sticky notes have images, links, and video. All right, you can write the notes and then you can attach image, links, videos, your video or YouTube video or any other videos. All right, so basically, I'll be sharing today how we can make use Padlet to make our teaching and learning interesting, effective. All right. So why Padlet? Okay. For me, Padlet is an interesting web app. Okay, it's a free, easy to use for both teachers and students. Okay, for the students, they don't have to sign up. They just can respond or contribute straight away. And also Padlet for me is a visually attractive tool. It is colorful, it has interesting layouts, it has interesting features, and I'm sure you and your students will love it. And also, Padlet is a classroom friendly, meaning that you can make your Padlet public so that everyone can see it, or you can make password protected just for you and your students. All right. And also, for me, Padlet is interactive. Okay, there is two-way communication between a teacher and students, and also among students themselves. And therefore, it encourages collaboration, increase students' motivation, and therefore it is engaging. All right. So let's move on to part 2, how to incorporate Padlet in the teaching and learning. All right, so this is the focus of my presentation today. Okay, so these are the projects that I did with my students last year during MCO. The first project that I did was writing project, and then I make I make Padlet as a studio for speaking practice, and then the third project was for brainstorming activities, and also I make Padlet as online classroom portal. So we will go one by one. Okay, for the writing project. Okay, so at that time, I wanted to teach my students how to write a film review. All right, so I made this Padlet for my class, for that particular class, for Ibnu Sina. Okay, so I used this Padlet to carry out pre-writing and also input stage. Okay, so firstly, I wrote a welcome note. Okay, I told them the schedule. In the first lesson, they will do pre-writing, and then in the second lesson they will do the input stage, and then the last one for them to publish their work. Okay, for the pre-writing, I ask my students to watch a YouTube video that I have attached. All right, and then I ask questions such as, what is your favorite film? Why? And what is the worst film you have ever seen? Why? Okay, and then my students need to write their response here. Okay, so the purpose of a pre-writing stage is that I want to activate their prior knowledge and also want to generate more ideas. All right, since this was the first time they use Padlet, so I attach here the feedback. I asked them to write the feedback. So I want to know the feedback of my students. Okay, so these are the feedbacks that I get from my students. Okay, they say that the task was interesting. They feel happy while doing the task. It's fun to read friends' responses. They enjoyed online learning. It facilitated them to learn English. All right, I was so happy to know that. Okay, for example, okay, this their words. Farihin said, I really liked and attracted to this part, to this task. So happy while doing it. Okay, and then Fatihah said, I really enjoyed doing the task that you given to us, teacher, because it is so fun to read my friends' comment, and it's the fast way to do this task without writing. Okay, this is only for pre-writing. All right. And then Shahida Shafiqa said, I like to learn English by using the Padlet you provided by you, Teacher Najihah, because in this way it facilitates learning English. So these are the feedbacks, and it's all positive. All right, positive feedbacks from the students. Okay, so in the next class, using the same Padlet, I add a few posts. All right, for the input stage to provide them input on how to write a film review. Okay, first I give them the task, and then I attach a sample of film review, and then I wrote notes, okay, about the templates, how many paragraphs, what should be in the introduction, in the second paragraph, third paragraph, and then what should be in the conclusion. All right, and then hold on. Okay, and then I also attach image. Okay, this one I took from their textbook. Okay, useful phrases that they can use to write a film review in introduction, in the bodies, and also in the conclusion. So they might use this word. This word might help them to start writing. Okay, and then I also attach writing tips. Okay, I ask them to choose a film that they know well, so that it is easy for them to write. Okay, I also remind them to use simple present tense to describe the plot. Don't include too many details, and don't revert the tips. All right, and then I video record myself. Okay, so that I satisfied with it. All right, I basically I summarize everything, and then to remind them about the do and the don'ts. Okay, I did this by attaching a PDF file. I attach image. I wrote something, image, and this one. Okay, I wrote, and then video record. All right. So what I noticed from this pre-writing and input stage is that Padlet helps me to structure and organize my lesson in a systematic way. Okay, even though it is online learning, but I can even still carry out the whole process of teaching writing just I usually do in the classroom. Okay, to make sure that students get the good lesson. All right, and then since everything is on Padlet, so students can follow the lesson from the beginning easily anytime at their own pace. Okay, so they can reread the notes or watch the video, pause and then watch again or skip or accelerate. And also if students cannot join the class, for example, they share gadget with their siblings, they can still catch up the lesson later on. Okay, so this is the good thing about Padlet. All right, and also Padlet features allow me to use teaching aids. Okay, for example, you notice for the pre-writing and input stage, I attach YouTube video, image, I wrote notes, I record myself. Okay, I think it is good because it can make the lesson interesting. Wow, yeah, and then it can also make the lesson effective, and at the same time can cater students in the students different learning styles. All right, so some people they love video, so this can cater their learning styles. All right, their different multiple intelligence, right? And then after that, that is for pre-writing and input stage. Okay, so after they have done with the writing, they have done writing their essay from review. So I create another Padlet for them to upload their work online. All right, so this is the Padlet. So they just need to upload their work online. All right, so all of them uploaded their firm reviews. Okay, I noticed that the essay meet my expectation of the organization. Okay, in terms of content. All right, so it's successful. All I can say is that it made the objective of the lesson. Okay, one thing that I want to highlight here is that actually, if you notice that when everybody submit their work, okay, upload their work online, this Padlet can be a virtual gallery walk whereby students showcase their work. All right, so that not only the teacher but also all their classmates can see their essays. Okay, can read their essays. All right, for me, it can improve a student's writing. Okay, when they read their friend's essay, they might notice new vocabulary, they might learn new vocabulary, they might learn writing styles, new writing styles. Okay, this can improve their English and also their writing. All right, and also now this is their Padlet. Okay, I will show you after this. All right, and also
Sekiranya, we
this.
have a quick question. Someone
Okay.
asked, because maybe some of us, some of the attendees here are not familiar with Padlet, so they were asking whether this Padlet should be downloaded first or is available online. So can you please enlighten the attendees for today?
Okay, you just can type, it's actually web app. You just need to type padlet.com. Okay, and then you have to download the software. No, it's like a blog spot. All right,
So it's
it's web
basically
app. You just
web-based
need to
application,
sign up.
right?
Yes, you just
Web-based
need to
application.
sign up. It's also available in Delima.
Okay, good.
Okay, all right. So, okay, and then this Padlet also provides a sample for students to emulate. This is good for low proficient students. Okay, and then at the same time, it can also retain classroom community. All right, it is good, especially for online learning, so that students can stay on task, focus. Okay, and then the best part of Padlet is that this Padlet, okay, can be saved and copied into other applications, okay, such as image and PDF newsletter template. Okay, from this, you can save into this. Okay, newsletter template in PDF. And my students love to get their copy of newsletter. Okay, and I also use this to mark their essay online and then give to them. All right, and then there might also students who refuse to upload their work online. So what we need to do as teachers is that, of course, we need to give encouragement for them, or we can reward them. Okay, another thing is that we can ask them to submit the task to us so that we can see, and if it's on right track, and then encourage them. Okay, give them confidence to upload. Okay, what I notice is that my students have the same level of proficiency, so gradually they will become open towards uploading their work online. Okay, and then after I conducted that writing project, and then I carry out a survey just to know their perceptions of using Padlet for English writing. Okay, most of them, 85% of them, think that they have no difficulty of using Padlet, even though it was the first time for them use Padlet. So this is good news. All right. And then next, they felt comfortable using Padlet. Writing on Padlet was enjoyable and interesting. Okay, and this what I want to highlight here is that in general, they feel that their English grammar has somewhat improved since they involved with the Padlet activities. Okay, and another thing is that they say that all of them, 13 of them say that the class there were 15 students in the class. Okay, they say that they always check they always check they always check their sentences before they post their writing on Padlet. Okay, this is good news. That means that they self-edit their work, they check the grammar, vocabulary, or they might do some research. Okay, this is good. As for me, it's teach them to become an independent English language learners. All right. So that's it for the first activity, writing project. Okay, so now let's move on to the second project, which is I made Padlet as a studio for speaking practice. Okay, so far so good, yeah? All right. So I created this Padlet for my students to upload their video. So the task is that I asked them to talk about themselves and upload their video here. So this is the task. Okay, and then there's also notes down here. I will show you later. All right, and then all students upload their work on time. All right. Okay, what I noticed is that students involved in the activity less hesitation. All right, they seem okay with it. Okay, before this, in the classroom, I noticed that it's hard for me to ask them to speak. They kind of reluctant to join speaking activities. Okay, they kind of hesitate. But with Padlet, they say, okay, teacher, all right. And then they upload. All right. For me, Padlet provides non-threatening environment, which means that they can prepare the script and then they can practice, and then choose the best video to upload. Okay, that is the best thing about Padlet. And also for this Padlet, for this activity, I apply Part 21, 21st Learning Century, whereby I use stickers. Okay, that means that I allowed my students to only like 5 videos, the best videos. So they need to watch all the presentation, all the videos, and then they only need to like to 5 videos. Okay, and then the most liked videos, of course, get reward from me. Okay, another activity I did with them is that peer feedback. I asked them to give feedback to their friend. Okay, they chose to be anonymous because they don't want to think about their friends' feelings. No, that's okay. And then it allows them, my students, to construct knowledge and use critical thinking to evaluate. So basically, they say that they comment about presentation, good job, Atif, but please smile more. Good job, please smile. And then presentation, okay, very energetic and what is this? And confident or something like that. All right. I always remind my students to give constructive feedback, to give good feedback. But if you notice that the comments, their feedback, there's a bad comment or harsh. Okay, as teachers, we can change the setting. Okay, so that we can filter the comment first before it come out in the Padlet. Okay. Okay, and then the third activity was brainstorming activity. Okay, so here I asked them to share about their opinion about online shopping, advantages of and disadvantages of online shopping. So they just click here and then write the sticky notes. Okay, and then drag whether pros or cons. All right. So I took this background from internet. Okay, there are many background that you can choose from internet. Okay, just choose which one is suitable. Okay. Okay, for me, Padlet is a suitable tool as it provides an easy and quick way to share ideas. Okay, because Padlet allows the posting to be viewed immediately. Okay, so and this can contribute more ideas. Okay, and also here, students collaborate with each other to discuss the assigned topic, and this can encourage autonomous learning. And then you can also incorporate, I think, okay, you can change the background. You can use, I think, maps such as bubble notes, bubble map, okay, double bubble map, and then what else? Flow map, and then make as a background. All right. And then the last activity is an online class portal. Okay, so the thing was, okay, I have a few Padlets with that particular class. So I want to compile it in one website. So I created one Padlet, which is I named it for Ibnu Sina portal. So here I attach all the Padlets link. So as you can see here, this is the pre-writing and input stage for the form review. They just click here, okay. And also this one is their what is this? Their firm reviews, essays, and then this is one for speaking practice. This one is essay. I did essay with them, and then this one is for brainstorming activity. Okay, so you just give this link to the students, and then when they get to this link and then this come out, so it's easy for them to access. All right. For me, this online portal is like a document hub. Everything is here from the previous online learning, maybe important materials, and then their work. So everything is here. All right. And then it is systematic and easy to retrieve, easy for students to do revision, for them to refer to, and then for the teachers to track teaching and learning. Since Padlet is online and it is also mobile friendly, so it can be accessed anywhere, anytime. All right. So now I want to show you my Padlet. All right. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so this is the portal, online portal for Ibnu Sina. All right, so they just click here. Okay, so this is the Padlet. All right, so this is the pre-writing, and then for the next class, I upload a few more posts. All right, I like this. So they just click here.
Hi, I'm Vanessa from Speak English with Vanessa.
Okay, and then this one, they read the question and answer here. So these are the answers. All right, and then this one, the answers. And then this one, the task. And then this is the PDF note. And then the templates that I wrote for them. This one, useful phrases, writing tips. And this is the video of me teaching them, just to remind them a summary of everything. Okay, this is the first Padlet, the pre-writing and input stage. All right. And then this one is for the speaking practice. Okay, so this my students. Everything is here. Okay. Okay, so this is the comment, the love, the stickers. All right.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Atif Naim.
Okay, you can see here. Okay, so this is the task. All right. And then this is the notes for them to refer to before they record themselves. Okay. And then, oh yeah, review. I forgot to share you with this one. Okay. So this is their essays. Okay, firm review. I asked them to write their name here. Okay, so that's easy for me. All right, and then attach a picture. So they're okay. Okay, so they just click here. All right. Okay, you can, I show you how to save in PDF file. Okay, save as image, save as PDF. Okay, let's see. It's very easy. Okay. Ta-da! This is PDF file. Okay, you can download and give to your students, or you can take this and then mark their essays. My students love to receive this one. All right, and then, oh yeah, one more, this one for brainstorming. All right, like this. Okay. They just click here, okay, to write their point of view. Okay, for example, they write here, this is the sticky note. Okay. For example, and then they can drag here or here. All right, they can also attach picture, snap picture, attach link. Okay, upload big file, this one. Okay, record, voice record. Okay, enter any URL. Okay, upload picture. Okay, whatever you want. Okay, so it's very easy. Students can use it. All right. Okay, so to conclude, all right. So I hope that my sharing will help and give idea to all of you about how to promote creativity and also innovation in your teaching. For me, Padlet is a powerful tool that supports teaching and learning. It is not only suitable for English language teaching, but it can also be used to teach other languages such as Bahasa Melayu, Arabic, Japanese, French, and also to teach other subjects. So I hope all teachers should consider to make Padlet as one of their options when considering educational technology. All right. So that's all. Cikgu
Okay,
Hazwan.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Teacher Najihah. So what a wonderful presentation. While you were presenting just now, we have read a few comments. Some of them are asking you to conduct a workshop for Padlet. So I'm sure that after the end of this episode, you'll be getting more calls from our viewers today to invite you to organize some workshops on Padlet. So just make sure you always be with your handphone after this, because they'll be starting to contact you and so on. Okay, so thank you, Teacher Najihah, for the wonderful session. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. So virtual applause, okay? Virtual applause. So well, it seems like everyone, thank you, Teacher Najihah, okay? So it seems like everyone is still excited to move on to the next session. For those who have questions, for those who still have questions, please write in the comment section below. We will gather all the questions and then invite all the panels to be on the screen at the end of the session to entertain your questions. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, after this is going to be Teacher Afiqah. Teacher Afiqah, I'm sure Teacher Afiqah is ready right now. Okay, so thank you, Teacher Afiqah. Hi, Teacher Afiqah. Teacher Afiqah is from SK Pasir Puteh, not from SK Pasir Puteh Kelantan, but from SK Pasir Puteh Marang, Terengganu.
Yeah.
Okay, so has been teaching since 2013. Am I correct?
Yes, you're right.
So Teacher Afiqah is interested with topics pertaining metacognitive and multiple intelligences. So, and she's graduated from Institute of Otago, New Zealand, if I'm mistaken.
Yes, correct. You're
Okay,
right.
so yeah. So let's now, it's time for Teacher Afiqah to present her topic entitled Using Quizzes to Promote Quizzes. Just now Padlet, now it's going to be quizzes time. So maybe after this is going to be quizzes workshop with Teacher Afiqah. Okay, Okay, so to present topic entitled Using Quizzes to Promote Learning During this Lockdown Period. So she will also
Thank-
really talk about the advantages and challenges in teaching and learning from home. Okay, so without further ado, let's welcome teacher Afiqah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hazwan, our accomplished moderator for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day to all of you. Mr. Hazwan, can you put my slides on? So my name is Nur Afiqah binti Awang. You may call me Teacher Afiqah. I am currently teaching at Sekolah Kebangsaan Pasir Puteh. As he said just now, it wasn't in Kelantan, it was in Terengganu. So I'll be sharing with you my experience using Quiz as a medium to promote learning during the lockdown period. I started using the Quiz last year since the first PKP time. Just click on it. Sorry. Okay. So my teaching and learning English is made easy through Quiz. So I hope it will be the same for you too. Wow. Next. It's okay. Okay, so during our first MCO and work from home period, I did some experiment just now, the previous slide, darling. Sorry. So during our first MCO and work from home period, I did some experiment using Quiz to my year 2, year 5 and year 6 classes. Okay, not everyone joined in the class during the first PKP, but every single child who join will wait in front of their mom's phone right after the principal. Okay. I normally uploaded the quiz the night before. So on the next day, without taking shower and eat breakfast, the first thing they did after subuh was playing the quiz especially those year 2 kids. And there was even one mom sending me a video of her kids playing a quizzes on the bed without wearing clothes. Okay, I'm not going to show you the video, but I would like to share with you that quizzes is so fun for the students. So right after the first MCO, when they come back to school, I ask, okay, how did you spend your time during the movement control order? And then some students answer eating and sleeping only, okay? And then most of them answer playing games, okay? Only a minority of them answer helping parents at home. Okay, and then so the next question is, what kind of games did you play? So most of them will answer PUBG, Free Fire, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and among us. Okay, and then some of them who join in the quiz answer quiz and chess. This is not the chess, the board game chess. They play chess online using the Lee chess platform. Okay, so basically all the things that they did at home were either eating, sleeping online or helping parents. That's all they did. Okay, so they don't open their books, they don't write anything during the first PKP time, they only play games. Okay, so next, why did I choose quiz next slide please. Okay, so I'll just talk. Okay, so why did I choose quiz it was easy to use, and we have a choice of either using the ready-made quiz, create our own quiz, and teleport someone else's questions or ideas into our quiz. Okay, so I will let you watch some of the short clip, not this one. Just click on the picture. Okay, can you hear? Can I just see? Okay, just watch. This is how you create the quiz. Can you actually put the sounds on? With you now. Okay, you can open your Google Meet and you can go to check and click on the second link that I gave you. Alya, Shisha, Ati, and Nazif is there. 6 people. Shall we start the quiz? Are you ready? Yes. Let's start the quiz.
'Let's go. belajar dah.
Correct. Wow. Alya, Patricia, Akif, Ati, Ahmad, Nazif, and Rafi, all of you, 5 of you get it right. Okay, the answer is on. Bib sits on the ice cube. Next question. Good job. Akif is on the top. It's rising and ranking. The faster you answer, and if you get it right, you get more marks. Okay. So the answer is Sleepy is under the ice cube. Next question. Wow, Myra is rising up to the 5th ranking. Okay, the answer is Fluffy is in front of the ice cube. In front, okay? Next question. So maybe you can stop that video already. Okay, so there is actually the second video that I want to show you. The first video I actually wanted to teach you how to do quiz is how to create a quiz, but never mind, it's okay. I saw the comments there. It says that it looks like Kahoot. Yes, it looks like it, but I'm telling you, I used Kahoot before. I'm not condemning Kahoot, yeah, but this quiz is so much more interesting if you do it online like that. It looks like Kahoot when you do it live, but when you give the worksheet, okay, never mind. Okay, but when you assign homework, okay, some pop-up games will appear in between the questions. So when the students are answering the question, if they get it right, they can play some games. If they got it wrong, then continue answering the next question. Okay, and then if they get right again, then they can play some other games. Okay, there are games in between the questions. That what makes quiz is so interesting for me, and of course so much engaging for the kids. Okay, so actually my slides before the third slide, maybe wait, let me check. Can you show me the third slide? Okay, if you click on that picture, can you please click on that picture? It is supposed to teach the teachers how to create a quiz. Look for the available quiz, or create your own quiz, or just teleport someone else's quiz into your own quiz. So if you don't have time, just search for the quiz. For example, you want to give the students the work on adjective, so you type adjective, and then wow, lots of adjective quizzes are available online. So you just choose whichever quiz that you like. For example, I like this one. Okay, and then you can choose either to start a live quiz or assign homework. If you want to choose to start a live quiz, all your students have to be ready at the same time, and then you start the quiz at the same time. Everybody answer at the same time. If you choose to assign homework, then you will have to give a time frame from which date until which day at what time the quiz end. So the students can do the quizzes on their own pace at their own time. If you choose to create your own quiz, then just click create. Okay, you have a choice of whether to create a quiz or a lesson. For example, you want to create a quiz called adjective, and then just type adjective as the name of the quiz. Choose a relevant subject, which is English, and then click next. Multiple choice is a typical objective assessment in which the students are asked to select only one correct answer. We normally give a choice of A, B, C or A, B, C and D. Checkbox is a type of assessment which permits students to make one or more than one choice of answer. So if you want to give a yes or no questions, you can use checkbox. If you want to give true and false questions, you can use checkbox. Or if you want to give a question which has more than one answer, then you can use checkbox. Okay, fill in the blanks is an assessment which consists of a phrase or a sentence or a paragraph with blank space where students should provide the missing word. Poll is normally used in the process of voting, either in an election or survey. Open-ended. We normally hear open-ended and closed-ended question, isn't it? So closed-ended questions are typical questions like multiple choice questions, checkbox, and poll. So because they have the choices of answer which you cannot be creative in answering your own answer. Okay, but open-ended questions is totally opposite from the closed-ended questions. Open-ended questions is a free-form question that allows students to answer in open text format. Okay, and this is the slides. Normally we don't use it for the quiz. Normally we use it for the lesson, but you of course can use it for the quiz as well if you want to be creative. Okay, if you want to create new quiz. For example, I have a ball, and we can even put image here. If you want to put image, okay, click on the image and then click done, and then you can give your choice of answer. For example, blue, yellow, red, black. And then you have to take one correct answer so that when the students answer later on, if they answer correct, then they will get the mark. If they answer it wrongly, then they also know that they answered it wrongly. Okay, and then that's how you create your own save. But you can also teleport someone else's question. For example, you type here adjective and then you can search. If you don't type, also your title is already adjective, it will automatically come out. For example, you want to take a questions from here, you just click add. Oh, I like this question, so I take this question, and then I want to go look for someone else's question. For example, I like this question, so I take this adding questions, so it will go into our own quiz. Okay, and then I want to look for someone else's question. For example, oh, I like this one, so I add this one. Oops, not now. Okay, and then go scroll down. Okay, oh, this looks cute. Okay, I want to have this question, and then I add this question in my quiz. Okay, and then I want to go look for more questions, but I don't have time to make my own question. So, oh, this one looks nice. Okay, let's add the question and add the question into my own quiz. Okay, so now you can see you already have 6 questions here. Okay, it was very easy. It doesn't even take 1 minute of your time. You can already create your own quiz from a number of resources you have. Okay, and then you can just click publish and it will automatically publish for you. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so yeah, Aveli Susela said that it's very helpful to teach, especially grammar. Yes, I agree with you totally. Okay, I use quizzes to teach a lot of grammar lessons, and it is very interesting. Okay, and then slide number 5, please. Okay, so I actually want to talk about this first. Okay, so why I use quiz is, so first, as you can see just now in the video, it was very easy to use. If you don't want to do anything, okay, you don't have time to create your own question. Okay, you just type whichever title that you want, and then you just assign that task that someone already created for you. You can assign directly to the students, either through a live or the assessment that is not live, the other one I forgot what is the name, the live quiz and assign homework. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay, so it was very easy in a way that you don't have to do anything, you just have to choose and then give them to your students. If you want to create your own, and then you can also create your own. But at the same time, if you were to create your own and then you don't have much time, suddenly, like you have something urgent to do, but you want to finish your quiz that is personalized by you, you can just take someone else's or teleport someone else's questions or ideas into your own quiz. Okay, your quiz wouldn't be the same with other people. Okay, and then it also saves time and effort. As I show you just now, it actually took less than 3 minutes for me to create a short quiz. Okay, it will also help you to check your students' work. If you click on the image there, Mr. Moderator. Sorry, I'll just try to finish my slides as fast as possible, yeah, the audience. See, so basically you get a lot of that's all for today. So I'll see you again next week. I hope you have a enjoyable time at home and study well. Okay, goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Just say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Mr. Moderator, it's not this one. Okay, sorry, it wasn't this one. Okay, my slide is a bit it was the slide just now. I just want you to click on the image, not the other slide. But never mind, it's okay. I will just talk, and then basically you can check your class accuracy. The toughest question that is like the toughest question for your student and the longest question for your students to answer, and a lot more things that you can check. Okay, you can also download the results. That you don't have to mark one by one. You can just download students' result and it will give you in Excel form. Okay, so it was very easy for you teachers to actually assign these quizzes to the students, engaging for the students and very interactive for your lesson. So the time is running out. I will just end my slides for today. That's all. Thank you. Hi, moderator.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher Afiqah, for the session just now. Sorry, because I need to remove this one. Okay, so basically we have completed all the 3 sessions for today. So the first one we cover about the challenges of teachers in teaching during this pandemic, as well as integrating technology in ELT. And then next we go to Padlet, and finally we arrive at the quizzes. So we have covered all 3 sessions for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we are already towards the end of our session, okay, before we go there, okay, allow me to share with you a video from the PPD of Kuala Terengganu. It's a very short speech, so I hope that all of you can just listen for a while on the speech by the Tuan PPD of Kuala Terengganu. Please welcome. So I guess there is a problem with the sound. So okay, so because we have a little bit technical problem with the video just now, so perhaps we can just try it again after this. Maybe we can just invite Mr. Pravin. Can we just add a bit again the video? Okay, so it seems like we have a bit problem with the video just now. Maybe after the Q&A session, we are going to show you again the video of the speech. In the meantime, I'm going to invite all the presenters to be in the screen right now. So just want to show all of you, these are all the three presenters that we have today. So some questions, there may be some questions that we can, if you still have question, can just proceed to post the questions in the comment section. Before that, we have a few questions over here. I'll just read for you. The first question maybe okay, just now maybe we can ask teacher Najihah, because the question is, do students need to sign up or log in to use Padlet? Okay, the students need to log in or sign up when using Padlet.
Okay, for that, students don't have to sign up. They just can comment, they just can respond, and also contribute straight away. All right, so that is the best thing about Padlet. Only the teachers need to sign up. All right, in order for the teachers to make a Padlet. Okay, for the students, they don't have to sign up.
Okay, so good. That's one question answer responded already. So student not need to log in and sign up, just because it's a web-based application. So you don't have to download anything. Just type padlet.com. If you are Malaysian teachers, you can just go to the Lima portal and you can just go to Padlet from there. If you are not from Malaysia and you're not familiar with the Lima platform, so you can just go for padlet.com, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so what's next? There are the questions that we can entertain. Okay. If okay, maybe a few final words from our speaker before we go back to the video. Maybe just a little bit from teacher Alya. Maybe what you want to just a little bit of what you want your final takeaways for the audience for today. Yeah.
All right, there are a few things that I would like to highlight that I didn't get to highlight just now. Okay, when I said there are so many tools that we can use as use as a technology in the classroom or in lesson. But it doesn't mean that we need to use anything fancy. We can always use something that makes us comfortable, make our students comfortable. So we don't need to follow others. All right, we just follow our intuition and what's best. We teachers, we know our students, so we know what's best for them. All right, I'm just saying that technology is not that bad, and then we shouldn't be scared of it. We can always try to explore it. And thanks to Teacher Afiqah and Teacher Najihah, you shared a lot. I'm quite sure, like, when I talk about challenges, right, I'm actually talking about myself. So yeah, I thought very
we have one question actually, Teacher Alya. We have one question. Sorry to interrupt. We have one question. Is it, sorry, a question for Teacher Alya. Is it good for teachers to reward the student, especially for those who have problems in joining the online classes?
Yes, that was one of that is one thing that I wanted to mention, but then there's a few things. So it is, I think, it is one of the ways that we can use or we can practice in class just to motivate our students to join in our class or to join the lessons. And then sometimes this reward system can help us teachers with getting the students familiar with it and getting students joining it with full heart. So it is good. So you know,
Okay. One question or so. There's another question just now, if I'm not mistaken. I saw a question for Teacher Najihah. How to mark essay in Padlet? Okay, this is a very good question.
Okay.
How to mark students'
Yeah.
essay in the Padlet?
Okay, what I did was that I saved into PDF file. Okay, and then I use stylus pen to check the essay, to mark the essay, and then save it, and then send to my students, and then ask them to rewrite in their book.
Okay. So that's how you can answer, how you can mark students' essay in Padlet, right? By just giving them, just change it to PDF form and then mark the essay using PDF. Okay, so any other question before we go to the video again? Okay, there's one good question over here. This is for both Teacher Najihah and Teacher Afiqah. Is there any limit to use Padlet and also quizzes? Limit the number of quizzes and Padlet that we can create. Is there any limit for personal account, or maybe we need the MOE account? How many? For example, maybe if we are using free version, so there might some kind of limit. What about Padlet and quizzes?
Should I answer first or Teacher Najihah
Yeah,
first?
can. Teacher Afiqah, can.
Okay, so for quiz is, so far, there is no limits to how many quizzes you can create, because I have created so many quizzes already. I even uploaded my quiz is in Delima. But the limitation is that if you use MOE account as a teacher, okay, you use MOE account, only the students who has MOE account can access through if you link it with your Google Classroom, only students who has MOE account can go into your link. Okay, so it is always good if you have your own personal email. It's not a problem using MOE email, because I myself use MOE email, and it will be faster also if you link it with Google Classroom. But that's the limitation of it. Okay.
Okay, for Padlet, all right, for Padlet, when you sign up using your personal email, you will get 3 Padlets to use. Either you can use, reuse, recycle that 3 Padlet. All right. And if you want more Padlet, you need to subscribe either monthly or yearly. You will get unlimited Padlet. But for the Delima, I'm not sure because I have
Okay, maybe,
because I have
yeah, maybe we can,
subscribed.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
maybe we
not
can
sure. But
explore after this.
maybe
Everybody can
Padlet
just try explore
are given to
Padlet on
you.
the Lima. Mhm.
Hmm.
So let's take a look. So we have a few people saying thank you to all our presenters for today. We can see a lot of people are thanking our presenters, and I'm sure that your phones will be busy after this, ringing, and you will be receiving texts inviting you for workshops and so on. So in the meantime, before that, let's take a look at the video once again, if we can hear this.
Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for being with us in our webinar today. I really thank you to our presenter today, Teacher Alya, Teacher Afiqah, Teacher Najihah, and also our moderator, Teacher Hazwan. As the District Education Officer for Terengganu, I would express my appreciation to teachers who are behind this webinar, and I appreciate the effort here to serve the aim of this webinar, which is to build an online community of teachers from Asia in order to address challenges in language teaching. This webinar is meant to be a platform for teachers to share challenges and to share ideas and also share best practices. Our aim is also to establish a networking with the teachers, not only among teachers in Kuala, but also teachers in the state of Terengganu, and we also want to go nationwide and hopefully get participation from international teachers too. I really hope that this webinar will serve as benefit to many teachers, and will also be a starting point for many wonderful best practices toward the betterment of teaching. Lastly, please enjoy this webinar, and I really hope all the teachers here will get some new knowledge in our classrooms. Thank you, and best of luck to the moderator and the speakers today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for being with us in our webinar today. I would like to say thank you.
Okay, so that's the speech from our Tuan PPD from PPD Kuala Terengganu. So thank you to our the organizing committee. Thank you to our. I guess that's all that we have. Is there any other questions that we can entertain? So we have a lot of people say that thank you to the presenters. Okay, and also for those who wants to watch this session, we will upload this session. I will just the session will be available on TV PPD Kuala Terengganu on YouTube, so you can just keep on watching this session from time to time. And thank you, everyone. Thank you to all the attendees. I guess we're already towards the end of our first episode of Focus Conversation. Remember, this webinar is Focus Conversation. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to take this opportunity to thank PPD Kuala Terengganu for their ongoing support and encouragement, and to all the three panels for sharing a lot of meaningful input for us teachers and to all the attendees on Focus Conversation. A gentle reminder to the attendees, please fill in the registration form for the e-certificate as well as the SPL KPM link. So our presenters as well, we are going to let you fill in the SPL KPM link, because today you are not the attendee, you are the presenter. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you. And I guess that's all for today. See you in the next episode of Focus Conversation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and goodbye.
Bye.